Sorry about that. So anyway, back to where I was saying, when Mars and Leo and everything, you're going to actually want a goal. Like, it's not just being seen for the sake of being seen. You actually have something that you want to really like gain. Like, you have a real big motivation for it, and you actually want to be secure in it whenever you reach that goal. Now, what you want to be seen for and everything. Now, Jupiter in Leo. Now, when you have Jupiter in Leo, this means that this is like how you learn and everything. You may learn and experience or gain wisdom by being the center of attention too much and everything, and expanding too much of how you want to be seen, kind of like adding too much fire to that campfire, putting too much fuel, adding too much sticks and everything like that, adding a little too much knowledge and everything like that. This can be kind of like this could be a good placement, because you could have the chance to experience being seen by multiple people and everything like that, and be able to kind of experience that stardom energy if you so desire to want to experience that. But you may expand your fire too much to where you may consume too much shit and everything like that, and you may kind of burn shit in your out of your reality that you didn't mean to burn out, just for the sake of you being seen as an expansive person, everything. But the way that you learn and the way that you gain wisdom and knowledge is by putting yourself in situations where you were the center of attention. Now, when we get to Saturn in Leo. Now, with Saturn in Leo, this is going to be the way that you structure. This is going to be the way that you set boundaries. This is going to be the way that you build infrastructure. This is going to be the way that you reap and sow the benefits of your labor and everything. And this is also how karma plays out, because of the Saturn return and everything. That energy spectrum is in the spectrum of karma too, as well. As far as like, if you don't do these things that are related to your Saturn return, you're going to reap negative benefits and everything. So with Saturn in Leo, this means that the way that you make sense of this world is by actually being creative, being spontaneous, not spontaneous, but being fixated, being a very entertaining person. You think the way to go about the world is to be highly expressive and everything like that. That's the only thing that makes sense to you. If you had Saturn somewhere else, if you had Saturn in Gemini, the thing that would make sense to you is to research and everything, and talk to many people, and try to gain relations by talking to many people and everything. But with Saturn and Leo, the way that you see the world and the way that you write out the blueprint is in a very expressive way. The way that you may try to persuade people to see your way of seeing reality is in a very highly expressive way, that you may have to get people's attention to see how you make sense of the world and everything. Also, Saturn is away in Leo. So, sometimes that can be very hard and everything like that. And then, people are going to look at you like, you need to get the fuck out of my face, because I don't want to hear what kind of plan, what infrastructure you got going on. You're too much right now. That's how it can play out. Now, when we get to Uranus in Leo, with Uranus in Leo, this is going to mean that you're going to be a person who likes to change. And this is a generational too. So this kind of generation is a person that's going to rebel against how they want to be seen. The way that they want to be seen and the way that they want to express themselves is not going to be so much in the way of, jewelry or, excessive clothes and everything like that. They may change in a whole new way and everything like that. They may rebel and try to, this may be the generation where you start to see, kind of like robotic, futuristic designs. Like with the next generation of Uranus and Leo, you may start to see that play out heavily in a very cultural basis too at the same time, based upon Leo. And then, it's away in Leo. Uranus is away in Leo, so it could play out in kind of oppositional kind of ways, because it's such a vastly new like way of style and everything of being seen. But at the same time, with opposite energies, you have to learn how to balance these energies out at the same time. Oh shit. Now, when you have Neptune in Leo, this is going to play out an energy where you're going to be very not expressive, but you're going to be highly creative and intuitive and very emotional when it comes to your creativity, and you're going to be very psychic. Like, this is kind of like visions, having kind of like a Raven moment from That's So Raven. This is you kind of pausing, what I'm saying, you're fixated on a vision, and this vision is built via your intuition, your Neptunian chakra energy. You know what I'm saying? You being able to see, through the veil, and you being able to see on the astral realm the things that other people aren't seeing at the time being. This is a generational thing too. So this generation of Neptune and Leo is going to be a highly, 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 highly intuitive generation of children. Now, with Pluto in Leo, when you have Pluto in Leo, Pluto is the equivalent of not changing, but putting death to the way to your ego and everything like that. This is basically shooting your ego down. Like, you want to be seen, you want to jump around, you want to hop around and do skips and hops and jump off the walls and everything. When Pluto is in Leo, this generation, the minute they do that, they get shut down. The minute they do that, they get, they get put in jail or something like that. The minute they do that, they get arrested. The minute they do that, they get grounded or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So this generation, there's a lot of strict transmutation going on when it comes to entertainment and even your youth-like energy. This kind of generation of people with Pluto and Leo, they may have not had a good childhood and everything like that, because that's the energy that rules the childlike kind of energy is Leo. So with that energy, that entertainment, youth kind of quality and everything, with Pluto and Leo, that shit is just kind of like out the door and everything. But this generate, this happens like I think the last generation that had Pluto and Leo was like somewhere in the 40s or the 50s. I don't want to talk out my ass, so I'm gonna have to do some research on that. But getting into finally the ascendant in Leo, when you have the ascendant in Leo, this is your personality. This is how other people, this is other people's first impression of you. So other people's first impression of you may be that, you're highly expressive, you may be, jump off the wall too much and everything, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, this may not be necessarily who you are, like your moon or your sun or anything like that. But this is just like other people's first impression of you. This is, this is the mask that you put on when you're like at work and everything. Whenever you're at work and you have to like kind of like be a different person and everything like that, this may be the default energy that you run to and everything like that. When as far as like dealing with the public and everything like that, because that's people's first impression of you and everything. So people's first impression of you as a Leo ascendant might be like, oh, he's got nice clothes and everything. Oh, he's got a certain way to his face and everything. Oh, he's got a certain way he moves and expresses himself. Oh, he talked this way. That's how kind of like Leo ascendants work. And then the things that you may be into personally is, clothes, fashion, design, you know what I'm saying? Entertainment, music, video games, all that kind of stuff. And I love you, family. I'm going to have a new email, be the all 1112 at gmail.com. That's going to be the new email for readings and all that stuff. So hit me up on that email, and if you need anything, just hit me up. Peace.